Welcome back to News You Can Use. And tonight we've got a phenomenal show for you because we have a great group of heroes tonight with the wonderful Dr. Lotus Richey and the lymphologist with the mostest, the great co-hostess, Miss Hillary Gooden. Welcome to the show. Like, share with someone you care about. Let's go, y'all. Hey! All right. Well, welcome back.
Well.
Woo! I'm super happy
Yeah.
to have you tonight, as every other night, as the co-host. I'm super duper happy to have you. What's going on, Hill?
Hey, I'm just here. I've been waiting for this show and waiting, and so now it's here, and I'm so excited for the guest that we have tonight. And by the way, you're looking lovely.
Well, thank you, and you're looking as lovely as you always are. Because let's just face it, you know you somebody to know.
You know it.
That's what I'm talking about. And look, folks, tonight we are with some phenomenal folks from the Carolinas Nurses League. And I got to tell you, tonight we are dealing with some amazing folks that's coming here, and they're going to knock our socks off. And you know why they're going to knock our socks off? Because that's what they do. So we giving big ups to the Carolinas Nurses League for joining us. Woo, 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 woo. That's right. We give big ups to the Carolinas Nurses League as they join the show tonight. And Hillary, I guess we need to tell folks this right from the start, what they need to do.
You know it. Take notes. Make sure you have your notepad and a pencil, maybe two. If one breaks, where you lose one, you have another one already ready.
Exactly. Because tonight we have some folks that's coming in. They're not just ordinary people from the Nurses League. In fact, Hillary, you want to tell them what kind of people we dealing with tonight?
Okay, you know, we all know this term, healthcare heroes.
Woo, woo!
So we give them their props because this has been a trying year, and they got some news that they're going to share in this. That I know nurses from everywhere wish they could be there, and so we want to see as many as possible healthcare heroes.
Yes,
had that time to let their hair down.
Amen. And so, Hillary, I know you as a minister, you've seen so many different type of healthcare heroes. And I know when I first came to you and talked to you about this, you were already on board. So why was it so important for us to kind of be on board with what they're doing with the North Carolina's Nurses League, in your opinion?
You know, I think this is when I saw their information online, I went to it. I read everything on it. I was all through this stuff, just looking at it. And the whole time I was feeling like, wow, they really need this.
Yes.
They really need this to just have some good old fun.
Yes. You know? And they've been working so hard, you know, and even though a lot of times, and especially because I've worked in the healthcare arena, a lot of times our nurses, our doctors, they don't get the thanks that they deserve.
Exactly.
So I'm super duper happy that we're here tonight and we get to thank them personally.
Yes.
So listen, y'all,
absolutely,
they're getting ready to come out and join us in a few minutes. But listen, we want you all to make sure when we get started, give them some love. So as soon as we start, put some L's in the comment block and let us know where you coming in from. Let us know your name. Well, your name should pop up, but if it don't, right? Let us know where you coming in from. And most important, give them some love, because these healthcare heroes, I'm telling you, they just work so hard. And if it was not for a lot of these healthcare heroes, I don't know where we would be today.
That's
So
right.
we just wanted to kind of brief you before they come on the show. And so we're getting ready to get this show started. It's going to be on and popping, and you're going to have a great time tonight as we start in with what's the name of the show, Hill?
Healthcare heroes. Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Is that
So
what it
look,
is?
that's
Healthcare
what it is. We
heroes.
gonna be right back, and we
Yeah.
going backstage to bring Miss Dana Lee
Wait,
Hines.
wait.
Yeah, yeah.
Healthcare heroes and sheroes.
And she rose. Woo woo! That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. And if you like what my awesome co-host just said, go ahead and put a shero in the comment and let us know. So
Amen.
we'll be right back. Oh, it's that time. Welcome to News You Can Use with the remarkable Dr. Lotus Rashay, all the way with our healthcare heroes and sheroes. We have the magnificent lymphologist, the queen of the lymphatic valves, Miss Hillary Gooden. Join us as we welcome our healthcare heroes and sheroes. Like and share with someone you care about. Let's go, y'all. Woo woo!
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes.
we have Miss Dana Lee Hines. She is the vice president of the Carolina Nurses League. She's been in this line of work for a very long time. If I tell y'all how long, she might get me. So I'm not going to tell. I'm going to let her tell. So please welcome Mrs. Dana Lee Hines. Woo woo! Come on, Dana. Come on, Dana. Woo woo!
Yes. Woo. Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Woo woo!
Our
Welcome to
healthcare
the show.
hero.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, we are happy to have you. Super duper glad that you're here. And we know that all of the nurses all around the world are going to really appreciate this because so many of you have worked so hard and sometimes you just don't get the thanks. And I just want to thank you
Thank
personally.
you.
And
Thank you.
yes,
Thank you.
for all you do, for your service and your sacrifices. I'm prior military, and a lot of times people thank me for my service and sacrifice. And I often wonder why we don't do the same with our healthcare providers and even our pastors. Right, Pastor Hillary?
Come on now.
So listen, Miss Hillary, you know, we had somebody else back there. I think we should bring her in. What you think, Miss Dana?
Absolutely.
Well, let's bring her in. Hill?
Cynthia Harrington. Where are you? Come on in.
Woo woo!
Yeah. Woo-hoo, there she is.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Our healthcare shero.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So, Miss Cynthia, we're happy to have you here.
Thank you.
We cannot wait to get this party started. But I heard that, you know, the title of it is Healthcare Heroes and Sheroes. So, Miss Hill, who do we have on the platform right now?
We got our sheroes representing tonight.
We got the sheroes representing tonight.
That's right.
Well, listen, I never show up without some secret sauce.
We like secret sauce.
Woo woo! we have a hero with us tonight. Please welcome our friend, Mr. Timothy Henderson. He is the president of the Carolinas Nurses League. Let's give him some love. Woo,
Come on. There he is.
There he is.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Welcome.
I am doing fantastic and fired up tonight. How are you guys?
Hey, we're doing great. And you're looking fantastic too. Look at
Absolutely.
us. We must be twins.
Yeah, we're in fashion because we match.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. So
That's what I'm talking about.
we are super duper happy to have you guys on the show, and we're going to get right into it. Folks, tonight we are talking about healthcare sheroes and heroes. Heroes and sheroes. You see, I said that both ways, right? And when you come in, please go ahead, like and share. And if somebody let us, start a watch party. Okay? And make sure you put some love in the comment block below. That's right. When we take a break, we're going to come right to our viewers wherever you are and just shout you out too. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about a little bit about who each of you are. I've had the pleasure of meeting Dana. I've sat and had conversations with her. I've sat and had conversations with Cynthia, as well as Mr. Timothy. But guess what? We global now, y'all. So can you tell us a little more about yourself? And we're going to start right up top with you, Dana. Tell us more about yourself.
Yes, again, my name is Dana Lee Hines. I'm an adult geriatric nurse practitioner. I'm a graduate from North Carolina A&T State University in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I received my graduate degree from South University in Savannah, Georgia. I am a primary care provider for 2 nursing homes. I also own and operate my own health and wellness clinic, and I'm the vice president of Carolina Nurses League.
Well, she's trying to get out the hot seat pretty quick, isn't she? Okay, we're going to let her out the hot seat. We're going to let her out the hot seat. Okay, so you said you're the vice president. I think we should probably put the president in the seat. I think if y'all want the president in the seat, go ahead and put a 2 in the comment block below. But I know he ready. Going to be cool as a cucumber. Look at the colors. So let's put him in the hot seat. Mr. Tim.
Unmute.
Oh, unmute, Mr. Tim.
All right.
There we go.
So, a little more about me. I am Tim Henderson, BSN, RN, MHA. I've been in healthcare since I was 16 years old, licensed as an RN for 25 years, and I am the president of the Carolinas Nurses League. My primary background is in geriatrics. I've worked in physicians' offices, hospitals, skilled facilities. Currently, my loving sister and I operate inside of the home care space, and my lovely wife and I operate a financial wellness business where I am a federally licensed advisor as well.
Well, you said since you was, let me take that down, but you said, I'm going to take you out the hot seat for one quick minute, but then you're going right back in there because I think I heard you say, you've been in there for 16 years.
No, I've been since I was 16. I worked in healthcare.
Okay, all right. I thought I had that right. Okay, so get a close look at this young man.
I know.
16 years old, you only look 20. How you work that out? I'm just get a close up look. I'm just saying. Wow.
The screen filters are amazing, ain't they?
I love it.
Yeah.
So we going right to someone else. Hill, who we going to now?
This is Miss Carrington. Carrington.
Ah.
Here it is, Cynthia Harrington. Unmute.
I got her. Go ahead, Miss Harrington.
Hello, guys. How are you?
We're great. Tell us about yourself.
Well, first, I want to thank you guys for having us on your show tonight. We're overjoyed. We're more than happy. My name is Cynthia Harrington. I'm an OPN. I am the social media chair of the Carolina Nurses League. I have been in LPN, y'all ready?
Yes.
For 45 years.
Woo.
I went to the School of Nursing, Practical Nursing in Hempstead, New York. I started in 1973. My first job as an LPN, I worked in a med-surg unit in Harlem at St. Luke's Hospital. I worked there for 2.5 years, and I moved to Long Island, where I worked for A. Holly Patterson Home for the Aged and Infirm for 6.5 years. And from there, I went to dialysis, where I did 13.5 years in Georgia, New York, Virginia, and North Carolina. I also, from dialysis, I went back to long-term care. I started working in nursing homes and nursing agencies until retirement. And presently, I am semi-retired. I work 1 day a week right now at a school for the mentally and developmentally challenged adults.
Wow. Let's give it up for them, y'all. Go ahead.
I got a question. What
Yes,
they
dear.
got in the water down there?
I know, right? That's what I said. Let's give it up for them because y'all talking about 20-something, 40-something.
Really
They got a lot of hard work.
Because I'm about to go. Yes. So wow. So wow. We have a plethora of commitment, tenacity, long suffering, and a great ear, because you don't get to be in your vocation as long as you have without really hearing and listening to the patients that you serve and actually listening to your own heart of servitude. Because let's face it, a lot of times we get into these jobs and some of the jobs are very thankless. We don't get thanked, but we stick and we stay. And that's what you all have done. And so I want to get right into this. And thank you for telling us more about yourself, because weren't y'all amazed, viewers? Weren't y'all amazed? They've been in it for some years. Okay.
I know. And looking good.
Wow. So tell us, I think Hill wanted to put y'all in the hot seat. I'm gonna let Hill do that. I'm gonna take a sip.
Tell us more about what it means to be a nurse. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the tiger by its toe. I'm sorry.
Well, I can start.
Okay, we like that. We like that.
It means a lot to be a nurse. We're the healing hands of the people and patients and families when they're in difficult and desperate situations. And you have to be a caring, loving, selfless person to be a nurse. And it means a lot to be a nurse because we touch a lot of lives and we help a lot of people.
Wow. That's wonderful. Miss Dana?
That's amazing.
Yes, for me, to be a nurse means to be of service to others, to be of service to ensure the health and wellness of the people under your care.
Last but not least, Mr. Tim.
Yes, to be a nurse, I often say, first of all, it's not the license that makes a nurse. It's not the license that makes a nurse. We've often been referred to as being born, but nurses, it's incredible because as I'm looking at my colleagues here, I think about the fact that we have touched people's individually and their families across literally 3 to 4 generations just right here on this particular platform.
Yes.
So having that type of impact, that would be my key word. Nursing is impactful because in every genre of business, every genre of life, you're going to encounter one of us. We are somewhat of the universal soldiers. So you want to talk about frontline heroes and so forth. We think of ourselves as universal soldiers.
Wow. And you said that it's
universal soldiers. I love it.
And I know that we have a lot of people on that are military. But a soldier isn't just someone in the military, because this is a battlefield, if you will, that you all are on every day.
Mm-hmm.
You go into the battlefield not knowing what's going to happen, not knowing what casualty might come. So for you to say universal soldiers, that's amazing. But here's the thing that many of us ascribe to as military personnel: no one left behind.
Mm-hmm.
And you all, in conversations I've had with you, you talk about that from a heart space. So, Mr. Tim, for you to say that, it really touched me. And I imagine that it touched someone else. So if that touched you, what they've shared, to be of service to others, a universal soldier, to be of service to others, to ensure health and wellness, healing hands for the world. If that resonated with you, put a 3 in there, because it came from the 3 of them. You get it? Put a 3 in the comment block below. Okay? Put a 3 in there. And give me 1 minute, because I'm about to put my 3 in there. And that all y'all, put your 3 in there if it resonates with you, because it resonated with me for sure. So I want to put you guys right back in the hot seat and ask you this question. We know to each of you what it means to be a nurse, but what are the core values of nursing?
To me, oh, go ahead.
Well, integrity, fairness, treating people the way that you want yourself or your family members, friends, to be treated, empathy, putting yourself in other people's position.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. I wouldn't want to have to follow that. So Hillary, go ahead, and I will select between, I don't, yeah. I wouldn't have to follow that, because she said integrity, fairness, and empathy. I'm
and
just
that
saying.
said a mouthful.
It did. It did. I'll defer to you, Dana. Not because I don't have anything to say. It's just that.
Ladies first.
Go ahead, Tim. That's a Dr. Rashay move.
That was a good one.
Well, number one is caring. You have to be caring. Again, empathy, as Cynthia said, and compassion. You have to have compassion.
Yes.
So those are my 3 main things: caring, compassion, and empathy.
Okay. Caring, compassion, and empathy.
Yeah, great job, guys.
So in addition to that,
yeah, that's awesome. In addition to that, though, they did exactly what I thought they were going to do. What we're talking about tonight is totally unscripted. It's just we have a synergy amongst us and in our steering committee. But once that foundation is built with the heart of the individual, those intangibles that you can't teach, that can only be cultivated and found. Once you have that, you've got to understand that a nurse is a scientist. Okay? You got to understand that we are scientists. We are critical thinking, process-driven, outcome-focused scientists. Okay, that's a very important part of this, because I'm often asked to talk to youth groups and high schools and so forth. And people wonder, they think about they want to have what you have, do what you do, but they don't want the nasties of it.
Yes.
They don't want that. They want kind of like with a celebrity in a sense, not to over embellish us, but they want to see, they want what you do outside. They want to. They want the things that make people feel like, oh, what you do is so valuable. Yes, that. We're all of that, and we're compassionate, but there's a level of excellence that we have to operate in under pressure.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's it right there. The pressure, being able to think quick.
Yes.
Awesome. So I know we got a little bit of feedback going on. So it might be because somebody has a phone next to you. So if you have a phone, see if you could just move it or mute it or something like that. And then if you can't, no worries. Whenever we're not speaking, we can all mute our mics. But here we go. If y'all like what they all said, if y'all like what they said, put a number 4 in the comment block below, because you all hit it home. And y'all done already did a minor mic drop, but just I got to be careful with the mic. It's like I was holding it up. So.
I'd like to add one more thing, Dr. Rashay.
Yes, ma'am.
Integrity.
Integrity
is very important.
Yes.
I think to be a nurse.
Yeah, and you know what? I think Miss I think your counterpart said that. And see, that's why Mr. Tim was saying what he said. Because you all think systematically alike, just like scientists. I think she said it because I remember actually typing it.
And she may have, because when she said empathy, I thought that's what I was gonna say.
So I want to drive back to this, because Timothy said this. It's a synergy. Okay. It's an energy that our healthcare heroes and sheroes have that causes the cohesion. And so it's like what God says, if there is one or two gathered in my name, touching and agreeing, I will be in the midst. It's like the third eye. And Timothy, to me, that's what I heard you say. When you all work together synergistically, there's another power that you bring on that turns you into scientists, that turns you into healthcare heroes and sheroes. That's what I got out of it. I don't know if y'all viewers, if that's what y'all got out of it, put a number 6 in the comment block below. So I want to go right to, that's right, number 6, y'all. So I want to go right to the number 4. Hillary and I talk about this frequently, about challenges. So Hillary, you want to know, so challenge them?
All right. So here we go. What challenges have you overcome as a nurse? Or what like your greatest challenge, your most memorable challenge?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And again, we need to know who's going in this hot seat.
I would put Tim in the hot seat, because I'm telling you, I would see.
All right. So, Mr. Tim, we'd like to hear from you first.
Okay. Well, the greatest challenge that I have had to overcome in my career is me. Because in order to serve, in order to be selfless, you have to get yourself out of the way every single day. So as the challenges grow, as you are furthering along in your career and your strength fades and you're relying on instinct and those type of things, it's every day can be a different challenge if you desire to grow and if you are trying to truly meet the call that you have been given. So again, me continuing to read, continuing to study, continuing to try to submit and be humble, continuing to pray. Those things are key to me. So keeping myself humble enough to serve, competent enough to practice, and focused enough to be effective is what I would say.
All right. I think that season got a little hot. I feel it's hot over here and I don't even have to answer the
question. So hold on. I know we got some feedback. So I like our viewers to help us out. Can y'all help us out? We want to take, I say maybe a couple of seconds, and we would like you guys to help us out to see, who's going to go in the hot seat next. So I wouldn't want to have to go after what he just said. So I mean, would y'all help us out? So I think maybe 30 seconds might help us, help them, help us to see who they vote for. So if you want Miss Cynthia to go, put a number 8 in the comment block below. And if you want Miss Dana to go, put a number 9. Here you go. You got 30 seconds to let us know. Get your vote in. You can vote for Dana. You can vote for Cynthia. You can vote for Dana. You can vote for Cynthia. And you can also vote for Hillary. I can't tell you who to vote for, but vote. Help us out. Put them in a hot seat. Hey, how y'all doing? I heard somebody saying vote, put somebody in the hot seat. So let's see what our audience said. Okay. Mr. Tim, since you went first, woo, 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 woo. Go ahead and you can keep count. We got a 9. Another 9. 8. 9. 8. 9. 9. Who's in the seat?
It's like number 9.
Dana.
Engine number 9.
So, Dana, we gonna get you up close and personal.
I'm not gonna do like the greatest challenge in my nursing career that I had to overcome was contracting meningitis. My first year out of nursing school, I contracted meningitis. I had taken unknowingly taken care of a patient that tested positive for meningitis. And so I was in the hospital for several days. Thank God it was viral meningitis and not the bacterial. There are 2 different types of meningitis, viral and bacterial. So that was the biggest challenge. And for me, I think it was more so for my family, because they were very weary about my new career. They were very weary about me continuing to be a nurse. But I love nursing. So I knew once I got better, I went right back to the floor. And I've never thought of it since, taking care of patients. But now I would say the biggest challenge has been in my career, and I'm sure the career of everyone who's a nurse or in healthcare, has been this pandemic. This pandemic has been the biggest challenge so far.
Wow.
But we love nursing. We love taking care of people. It's what we do.
Yeah. Again, we thank you. We thank you all, really.
Yes.
Somebody has to be the nurse. I couldn't do it. When I see the sight of blood, I feel weak. I see a needle and I feel like I'm a faint. I could never do it. So I thank you.
Wow. So, Miss Cynthia,
Yes.
can you share a little bit with us?
My greatest challenge is being retired and not out there with my colleagues during this time, I felt guilty. I felt guilty because I felt I had, with my experience, I felt I had some things to offer and I could be of help working on a unit, probably with some new nurses or alleviating some fears. I felt that way. So that is one, and I still feel that way. But I do have some health issues that don't allow me to be there now. And also, I did work in the 80s with AIDS. So I kind of know what they're going through, even though they're both are different because with AIDS, we didn't have to wear a mask, not unless you had direct contact with the patient. With AIDS, we didn't have to stay 6 feet apart and be afraid of each other, really. So that's basically one of my greatest challenges, and I'm still dealing with that.
Wow. So, Mr. Timothy, you jumped right in and you went first, and you really got the ball rolling. Yet I want to go back because here's the thing. I almost was speechless because I could hear your hearts and your sheroes, your co-scientists shared what they shared. And when I talked to Cynthia the other day and we were talking about the guilt that some people face because they can't be there, either they've gotten sick or something happens and they can't be there. So I just wanted to come back to you and ask you, when you heard them say what they said, how did that resonate with you?
It did. And I understand it. But when you understand who we are, I'll take them one by one. So with Cynthia, I often think about the nurses that we are familiar with who in their retirement, they took their jerseys down from the rafters, doctor, put them back on, laced back up, got back in the game. And it took a nurse 60 plus years of age, 70 plus years of age to go back into their profession, eyes wide open to their death. It took a nurse to physically contract COVID 2 or 3 times and continue, as Dana did, to go right back to his or her work. So I go back to universal soldiers. You don't think about yourself. Both of them express the theme of selflessness. So that's what I think about what they had to say. I hear the selflessness. You see the overall mission. Your community is crying out to you, and you stepped in and you stay in play until the pandemic is done. Just like the bicentennial that we're recognizing. This is not just what we've done during the pandemic. It only took a pandemic for the general public to understand what we do.
Wow.
Yes.
So I know that Hillary, you said you wouldn't want to be a nurse. You get queasy at the sight of blood. I gotta tell you, Hill, for me, just being able to sit with them, it just pulled at my heartstrings. What was going through your mind when they were sharing that? What their thoughts were?
Yeah, when Tim spoke right off the bat, again, like you said, you just felt that heart. It's like I don't even have to think about it, hot seat or not hot. This is it. I got an answer for this. And he started out talking about getting himself out of the way, himself being what he needed to overcome. And so many of us, even as as ministers or in the service, or when you're in service to other people, you do have to realize it's not about you, you know, and you have to be present for those emergencies, for those things that happen, that you have to be all there for. You know, that's what I heard him saying. And then just continuing to do better, to be better, you know, because I was talking to somebody earlier today. You've never arrived. There's always more to learn.
Yes.
We can always, as long as we have breath in us, there's room to grow.
Yes.
And so, you know, I just really, you know, felt that. And Dana, she, you know, she just said, this is what we do, you know. And when she talked about coming right out as an early nurse, I mean, new in her profession, and to contract something that was serious, you know, and I can understand her family saying, wait a minute, you sure you want to do this? Mm-hmm. And she said, as soon as she got out, where did they find her? Right back at it. Because she said she loves it. And you know, when you love something, you can't help but be that, do that, you know, and enjoy it, because that's what God has chosen for you. And you said yes to his yes. And again, I felt too, and I heard more stories like Miss Cynthia was saying during the height of the pandemic, those nurses that were coming back on the battlefield. So that, you know, it was a battlefield, especially in those early days. And thank God for those that could. And I can only imagine, just from what you told us, how you felt, and you couldn't go back in. It just wouldn't have been healthy for you, you know, but so many did and were able to go back. And so when it's in you to do a thing, you're really that for life. You know, even after you retire, you find other ways to use it. And I see that's what you're doing as well. So this is really awesome and amazing. And again, thank you.
And let me just add this, Dr. Rashay. I am also a COVID survivor. I contracted COVID in September. I was asymptomatic, but I tested positive for COVID. And several people that I know tested positive. And it's just, and even when you're asymptomatic, you keep checking your temperature. You keep waiting for those respiratory symptoms. It's just it's very, very, it's something that you just can't explain.
You know, thank you for sharing that, Dana. I knew that because Dana and I, we had a talk, and see, I was just moved to tears and silence earlier because I knew that. And Dana shared a story with me, y'all, where she and another nurse, they had contracted the disease, and they would call each other up and have prayer when they were feeling really, really bad and really, really low. They would have prayer with one another. They would, you know, look at their temperatures, and Dana encouraged the other nurse to keep the faith and hold on and eat and you know, take care of her immune system. And see, when you staring in the faith of death that's knocking on your door, and you have the mental fortitude to care about someone else, even though you're going through your own private hell, that is more than character. That is more than empathy. That is being a universal soldier, because she made sure that that soldier, that Shiro, was not being left behind. And I got to sit and hear this with Dana. And Tim and Cynthia, they have their stories as well. And so I'm so honored that Hillary and I have the auspicious pleasure
Yes.
to talk about the healthcare sheroes and heroes and heroes and sheroes. So I want to ask, what is the most rewarding part of being a nurse for all of you? And then once we do that, folks, we're going to take a quick break because we're going to give you some secret sauce before we go to the break. And then we're going to come back and we're going right to our viewers so we can acknowledge you. So please stick with us. But we're going right to Miss Cynthia with this question. What is the most rewarding part of being a nurse?
Well, working, the most rewarding part for me is being part of a team. When you work in the nursing profession, you work with nurses, doctors, dietitians, therapists. You know, you work with everybody. So it's rewarding to be a part of that team, to bring this care together, to render to the patients, residents, what have you. Another part is making a difference. Just making a difference in someone's lives, the families, the nursing students, the patients, your colleagues. So that's some of the rewarding things for me as being a nurse, and also being able to be the healing hands.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And I've never heard that said like that. The healing hands.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times people, and Hillary, you know this, you know, people don't like to say heal, but we know that love heals a multitude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And without love in your hearts for your patient, first for yourself first, because
right.
I want to jump back to this. Transparency, realness. You can't get here. Tim said he had to get himself out of the way every day. You can't get there if you don't have that transparency and that self-love. And if you don't have self-love, there's no way you can love a nobody or anything. If you don't have that love deep down inside, and it takes special people to be the heroes and the sheroes in this. So Tim, thank you for saying that, because that was so transparent, and a lot of people will not admit that, but you did.
Also, diversity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, acknowledging that everybody is different and accepting that everybody is different.
Yeah.
Awesome. So here's who's next.
Rewarding. Let's go with Mr. Tim. Come on there.
My answer is simple. Thank you so much for that, Cynthia. My answer is really simple because I think about it often. We have more thankless days than we do thankful days in which we are appreciated. So the most rewarding thing for me, in order for me to be able to nurses often laugh amongst each other, and we laugh amongst ourselves about how many times we've quit. So I gotta lighten this up a little bit. Hillary, because this is getting intense. You know, you got Dr. O'Shea. You know, she's getting a little mystic. I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit, but I have to say this: the most rewarding thing for me is when you do your daily work and go about your assigned task. On the way home, the affirming voice of your true commander in chief is in your mind, and you hear that soft, conscious whisper say, "Well done, good job,
yes."
Great day." I see you, Dana. I know you know what I'm talking about. When you ride home and you steering wheel and you on it like this, and you like, you know. But tomorrow, though, I bet tomorrow, if that happened, I know what's going to happen tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
And then you quiet yourself and you get alone in that space that you have to have as a clinician.
Yes.
You know, Cynthia knows what I'm talking about. That's when you get into that space And sometimes you got to be able to get into that space instantly. So that is the most rewarding thing, is to be able to hear that softest voice that speaks to you, that voice that told you this is what you're supposed to be doing with your life. It's that same voice that tells you.
Well done.
Good job.
Yes. And I know what you're talking about, because when I worked in the hospital in Japan with my patients and the other clinicians, I had some days like, okay, when I'm going back to the United States. But you just can't give up, because you do hear that well done. That's awesome. So look, folks, we're going to take a quick break. And wait, I think Dana, you're supposed to go next, right? Dana, you next.
Well, I tell you, the most rewarding thing for me is to see, especially in the rehab patients, come to the nursing home, and they may not even be able to walk.
Yes.
But to see them working with therapy, and now they have their walker, then they have their cane, and now they're ambulating, and are going home.
Yes.
That is very rewarding. I love that. And then for patients that come in maybe under the care of hospice, or we decide, the family, that, that loved one, it's time to transition them to hospice.
Yes.
And able to help that patient so that they're not in pain, and that they're able to transition from this earth peacefully, without and pain free.
That's awesome.
That's rewarding.
That's awesome. So look, y'all, they done burned up my mic. We tried to put them in the hot seat, but look, y'all, they just doing what they do. That's what heroes and sheroes do. So listen, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, and we got some secret sauce for you. We got some secret sauce. So hang tight for give us about 2-3 minutes, and we're going to share something with you that you are already going to love. Okay. So just hang tight. Make sure, if you haven't liked and shared with someone that you love and you care about, share it with your friends. You can share it with your frenemies. Let them know that we're here today talking about healthcare heroes and sheroes. We'll be right back. I love it.
Calling all nurses and those that love them. This party is just for you. The Carolina Nurses League presents the Year of the Nurses Ball. It's happening May 15th, Saturday in Queensboro, North Carolina. Meet your healthcare heroes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tim Henderson, and I am the president of the Carolina Nurses League. I wanted to just take a moment to share with you how excited we are to have the privilege to celebrate our bicentennial milestone in nursing and midwifery with you. We were delayed in 2020, but in 2021, we will not be denied. So I hope to see you there May 15th in the Gate City, Greensboro, North Carolina, when we celebrate our past, present, and future healthcare heroes. See you there.
Hi, my name is Dana Lee Hines, and I am the Vice President of Carolina Nurses League. And I am so excited to tell you about our first annual Nurses Ball. We are coming together to celebrate our profession. We are coming together to celebrate Year of the Nurse and Midwife. And we are also coming together to honor those that we have lost. This is a red carpet affair. We will have a photographer there, so get the camera ready. We were delayed, but not denied, and we can't wait to see you there. Let's end Nurses Week 2021 with a bang. Greensboro, North Carolina, May 15th, George K. Event and Conference Center. See you there.
Hello, my name is Shirley Sparks. I am a part of the planning committee for the Carolina Nursing League. Hey, you do not want to miss our first annual nursing ball. It is going to be a fun-filled event. It is going to be safe. We have masks. We have hand sanitizer, and you will social distance. Don't you miss. Join us.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Patricia Williams. I'm one of the founding members of the Carolina Nurses League. We are hosting our very first annual Nurses Ball on May 15th at 5 p.m. at George K. Banquet Hall in Greensboro, North Carolina. Mark your calendar. This is an event you don't want to miss. This is the year for nurses to toot your horn.
Hello, my name is Sandra Walters. I am a nurse and I'm a part of the Carolina Nurses League. I'm here to let you know about the Nurses Ball that we're having on May 15th, 2021. I am so excited and I'm here to invite all the nurses in the state of North Carolina, the state of Virginia. Please come out and join us. Come and have some fun and relaxation. We will have a cash bar. We will have speakers, but the biggest thing of all, we will have the Nurses Ball where we will all be dressed up in our gowns and the guys in our tuxedos so we can let our hair down for some fun and some relaxation. So come out and join us. Come and have some fun and relaxation.
Wow. And that's just a start. And if you all want to see the rest of that, stick with us because we're going to go and play the rest of it a little bit later. But right now, we getting right back into it because we want to know some secret sauce. What is the Nurses Ball and why you doing it? That's what I'm talking about. See, we got on the same color for a reason. What is the Nurses Ball? How did it come about? Dana, I know you and I talked. You told me about it. Tell the folks tell them. I think you muted. Hold on 1 second, Dana. Unmute, dear.
Can you hear me now? Okay, wonderful. The Nurses Ball was actually a dream, a vision that Cynthia Harrington had. I was at her house and I had gone there to purchase some jewelry. Cynthia is a paparazzi consultant, and I was going on a trip and I wanted to have a piece of jewelry for every outfit. So she told me to come on over. She had a room full of jewelry. Then we just started talking, and she was telling me about her vision that she had of a nurses ball, but that it hadn't come to pass. And I said, "Oh wow, a nurses ball! Ooh, that sounds nice. That sounds like that would be fun." And I said, "It's so perfect because did you know that the World Health Organization and the American Nurses Association has deemed 2020 the year of the nurse?" I said, "So this is a perfect time to do a ball. Let's do it." I said, "Let's do it." She called some people. I called some people. We had a meeting in January. We had a meeting in February. And then the pandemic hit. Well, it already hit. It was on our shores.
Yeah.
But lockdowns went underway. And I tell you, we just had no idea what this pandemic was going to bring. We started doing our meetings via conference call, and then we transitioned over to the Zoom, which everyone is so familiar with now. We rescheduled, we canceled, rescheduled, we canceled. And then in 2021, as the vaccines were being distributed, people getting vaccinated, the numbers going down, our restrictions being slightly lifted, we decided that we can do this. We can move forward with our nurses ball.
Yes.
Wonderful.
But I had no idea. I did not know anything about nurses ball. This was Cynthia's vision.
And
Cynthia
so,
Harrington.
and so I heard that when Cynthia brought it to you unequivocally, you said yes, and then you went to the president, and Tim, he was already
Hey,
yeah.
he was ready.
He was ready. And then the other nurses was ready to jump in. That's all right. That's all right.
Charlene Sparks.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Women with Vision.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And then Sandra
Yes.
jumped in. Pat jumped in.
Yes.
Christina jumped in.
Awesome. And
Yes.
so I know that you have a landing page for the ball and things of that nature, if my memory serves me. So I want to just really just bring it up so we can let the folks know where they can go. And guess what? I've already put it in the chat. So you can actually go to the chat and the link is already there. And guess what? If you want to see more of the nurses ball, that video is right here on their page. And look, this is the countdown, folks. We've only got 21 days, 20 hours, 49 minutes, 40 seconds. So go ahead and get your ticket. It's such a simple process. You can grab your ticket now. In fact, if you're on the show and you grab your ticket now, let us know. You can say, got mine, or whatever you want to say. But go ahead and grab your ticket tonight. You're going to see it's going to be wonderful. They're going to have dancing to some of your favorite tunes. And just so many people are going to be there. And if you want to sponsor them, you can sponsor them because they have sponsorship opportunities. If you want to be a platinum sponsor, your company or a group of you want to come together and put your monies together and sponsor them, sponsor them. The $500 sponsorship entitles you to a plethora of things. And even the $250 sponsorship entitles you to a plethora of things. So you can get your ticket now and then look at the silver sponsor and the bronze sponsor. For those that say, hey, I got an extra $50. I want to share it with you. Go ahead and sponsor our heroes and sheroes because this is truly the year of the nurse. And jump on in for the nurses ball with all of these wonderful nurses and many more. It's only $50. And if you want to contact them, there's the email address, there's the phone number. There is nothing to do but get at it. Get at it and help somebody. Let's give them some energy, y'all. Come on, y'all. Woo, woo! Go ahead and get your ticket today. You will be glad you have supported. Sponsor them. Jump on in because you're going to have a great time and you'll be happy that you did. And so with that being said, you guys went an extra step. You said, Lolo, I want all the nurses around the world to feel welcome. And I know some nurses can't come right now from other countries because of COVID. And then I said, well, yeah, you got a point. And y'all came up with another way to help people feel more included in what you're doing. You went a step further. So folks, you can get your merch. Get your nurses merch. You can go right here, and I'm going to put the link in the comment and grab your nurses ball merch. Get your nurses ball merch because again, this is the year of the nurse. See, they going all out for you. So let's go all out for them.
Thank you.
Love it.
You're welcome. And we got some folks coming in, and I said we was going to go to the commercial and come back, but we got some folks coming in. Here's the link, everybody. Look right in the comment block below. The link is right there for you. Jump on in, grab your face mask, all right. Hillary, they didn't say nothing, but I'm gonna let the secret out, y'all. This is some secret sauce. They even have hot pants. You can go right there. You can get your hot pants because after you come out your ball gown or your tuxedo, you might want to put your hot pants on. They even got socks. They got socks. They got hats. Look at my brother Tim, face mask and everything. I'm telling you, see, she got her shirt. That's what I'm talking about. See, so go ahead and get it. Yes, it's already in there. So look, y'all, we got to jump right to it. Let's go right to and see who we got. I got Angie from Washington, D.C. Tim, who do we have next?
Margaret Andrews Fournier.
Yes, Dr. Fournier.
Yeah.
Where's she coming in from, Tim?
San Antonio, Texas.
Woo woo! Now, Dr. Margaret Fournier, the Colonel, I heard that she may be there. She is a nurse. She is a doctor. She is a colonel, and she knows about being a warrior. All right. So she said she in the house. And of course, before y'all came on, we asked our guests to shoot you guys some love, and they shot y'all some love. Dr. Margaret's putting her sheros in there. Dana, who is that right there? Who is that? Working double duty.
Hillary Clinton.
Yes, I had to get mine in too.
Got hers in, and Angie got hers in. Miss Cynthia, who else do we have?
We have Paris Ford from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Woo-hoo!
Love my nurses, heroes and sheroes.
All right. So, Mr. Tim, who else do we have?
I see Mrs. Dorothy M. Ross.
Dorothy Ross, that's right. Let us know where you coming in from. And Paris said, yes, Dana, my favorite nurse of all time. Dana and Hillary, who do we have next?
Camille Ross.
All right. Woo, 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 woo. Where is she coming in from, ladies?
Florida.
And of course, we got to welcome Tim. That's right. That's right. Chicago in the house. Thank you. She know how to come in. Who else we got, Tim?
Audrey Hardy.
All right.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Audrey Hardy. Wait a minute. Hold up. Is that Noble Hall in that pic right there? Is that a North Carolina A&T State University nurse? Is that who Audrey Hardy is?
In the house.
All right. Aggie pride.
See, it don't matter where you're from. You can be a part of this. We got in there, Hill.
Erica Henderson.
Oh, that's
our president.
That's the
right.
wife.
That's my lady.
Awesome. Hello. Awesome. Who else do we have, Dana?
Betty Gooch.
All right. I see you, Tim. Super proud of you. Who else do we have, Miss Cynthia?
Sonia Ray Coleman, service to others.
Woo woo! And so look, we get much love in here from everywhere. They're just giving you all some love. And I gotta tell you, I am. We got, who is that, Mr. Tim? Who's that?
That's my darling mother-in-law, Priscilla Sharon.
Give it up. All right. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. We have so many people coming in. Who else do we have? Hill, who is that?
Malafa.
Malafa is coming in from Africa. Hey, Sister Malava, good to see you. Woo woo. All right.
The
And
motherland.
Erica, that's right. Erica said, thank you for your service, Dana. And thank you, Erica, because you are helping to serve because you're married to someone who's on the battlefield. So thank you too. And she said, we still value you and all you have done and continue to do, Cynthia.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Fantastic. And Charlene Sparks is here. She said, absolutely awesome.
Hey, teammate.
Woo woo! And so commitment, Paris Ford. So we've got someone else that expressed something. So Dana, can you read that from Miss Audrey?
Yes. Seeing that you were able to help someone regardless of how small the effort that made a difference.
Awesome. And Mr. Tim?
You're muted.
Sorry. Charlene Sparks wrote, yes, teamwork is utmost importance. Healing hands. Thank you, Tim Henderson, for being transparent in the hot seat. OMG.
Yes.
Him from Dr. Lotus.
Awesome. So look, we have heard from so many people. Oh, there's Lorfrey from the Philippines. Woo woo! Yeah. Happy to see you. So listen, we have so many comments, folks, and we love to get everybody, but we may not be able to get everybody up there, but we love you. Grab your tickets tonight. Look in the comment. The links are there. Get your face masks. Get your t-shirts. Get your hot pants, because somebody might get your hot pants, right? Get your hot pants. And hold up, what we say? Somebody said got mine. Now I need to get a gown. Woo woo! Yeah, somebody that Tim knows got their hot pants. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't see hot pants, but somebody said got mine. So they might have the hot pants. I don't know. But they got something. They got their shirt, mask, or something. It's your wife. It's your wife. All right. So that's great.
Dr. Lachey, may I take a moment just to think about some of the nurse speakers that we have?
Yes, please.
Our keynote speaker is Dr. Dennis Taylor.
Yes.
And he is the president of the North Carolina Nurses Association. So we are super excited to have him as our keynote speaker.
Yes.
We also have another speaker. Her name is Dr. Tamika Williams, and she will be speaking on nurse entrepreneurship. Nurses can be entrepreneurs. You don't have to have a master's of science to be an entrepreneur. Any nurse can be an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And then we also have Dr. LaShonda Brown, and she will be speaking on self-care. Yes. One of the things as nurses, we care for others so much that sometimes we forget to care for ourselves.
Right.
And so it is very important that we also have self-care. And then we also have Cynthia. I'll let you introduce her. Cynthia reached out to her, and we are so excited. She was a nurse.
Right.
And she is now a district court judge. Yeah. And she's going to speak on nurse abuse. 1 in 4 nurses are abused in this country.
Right.
Yes.
That's Caroline Pemberton. She, as Dana said, she is an attorney. She is an attorney / judge, and also a nurse. She has a very interesting story to tell. She's had a challenging year also. Yes. So we shall probably, I'm sure, hear her story at the ball.
Awesome.
I don't want to give it away.
No, don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Okay.
And we also have some wonderful sponsors. One sponsor is Ameris Bank, and she has $7,500 for nurses who are first-time homebuyers.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I know
have her.
You have, I think I can say this, you have 2 mayors.
Yes.
That are going to be coming to support because they realize the significance of what you all have come together to do.
Yes. Yes.
That's awesome.
Had reached out just for a proclamation.
Awesome. Awesome. So listen, folks, I thank you so much for tuning in with us. Please like and share this broadcast. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back with words of wisdom so that somebody can be in the hot seat when we come back. So with that being said, we'll be right back. Make sure you grab your tickets tonight. And as you grab them, go ahead and let us know if you got your hot pants. We want to know. We'll be right back. Yes, we have had a great time, and thank you for tuning in to the broadcast tonight, talking about healthcare heroes and sheroes with our remarkable guest, Mr. Tim Henderson, Cynthia Harrington, and of course the remarkable Dana Lee Hines, with Dr. Lotus Rashay and the phenomenal memphologist, Miss Hillary Good. Like and share this broadcast. Grab your t-shirt, grab your face mask, and help our healthcare heroes and sheroes for the first annual Nurses Ball. Get your tickets today. Awesome, 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 awesome. So, Hillary, I've had a great time with our wonderful guests. I can't wait for the ball to come. What are your thoughts as we get ready to go to our words of wisdom?
You know, I just know it's going to be a spectacular, just a spectacular time because so much has happened. And this is like a time of release.
Yes.
You know, just a time of release and just to have a good time. Yeah,
Yes.
it's gonna be awesome. And you need it.
Yes.
Yes, we
You
do.
deserve it.
Yes, we do. And special thanks to all of you that are affiliated with the Carolina Nurses League and all those around the world that are nurses and doctors that continue to help us move forward and get our groove on at the Nurses Ball. So make sure you join us. So let's see. Hill, I thought you was going to pick somebody to go have that first, jump in the seat first. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do it with my eyes closed. Miss Cynthia, yay!
Oh wow, I really didn't expect that. Words of wisdom. Nursing is a very rewarding field. It can also be a stressful field. But I can say it's been rewarding for me and it's been stressful for me. But I've enjoyed every step of the way. I can say to you, if you are going to be a nurse or thinking about being a nurse, be a good nurse. Be a caring nurse and put yourself in other people's shoes and be the best and do the best that you can do every day. Bring God with you and you can't fail. So that is my words of wisdom.
Wow. I wouldn't want to have to go after that. Wow. Good stuff. Hill?
I was muted. Let's let Miss Dana go for it now.
Woo woo!
Always treat people like you would want to be treated. You can never go wrong. Do unto others as you shall have them do unto you. Those are my words of wisdom.
She got in the
Wonderful.
seat and got out real quick. So we know who is about to go up next. Are you ready, my twin brother? He said, I'm ready. Woo woo! Here we go.
Yes.
As a last note, thank you again so much for this opportunity. This has been exciting and amazing. It's also been emotional. It's had its highs and lows. I'm sure anyone that's watching, anyone that knows any one of us, anyone that knows anyone in this profession has felt the power of this event tonight. Words of wisdom are simple. A great friend of mine once told me, be sure that you know what you are going to do with your dash. And I said, what? And he said, when you die, the time of your life is identified, is signified by a dash from your birth date to your death date. What are you going to do with your dash? Be sure that you know what you're going to do with your dash, whether it's nursing, anything in healthcare, anything dealing with the public, business, ministry, any type of philanthropy. Know what you're going to do with your dash. So those are my words of wisdom tonight. I know what I'm doing with my dash. I know what I've done with my dash. I know what my colleagues have done with their dash. Come celebrate. If you've been doing the same thing with your dash that we've been doing with ours, come relax, relate, and release, and let's have a great time. Again, thank you so much for this opportunity. You guys have a great night.
Awesome sauce. He came, he picked up the mic, and he put it down. Woo! So, Hill, what are your final words?
I just have to say, come, relax. What did he say? Relate and release. I love that. It's time. It's time for our nurses. If you're anywhere near South Carolina, is it South Carolina?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. So South is near it. If you're anywhere down in that vicinity, or a plane can get you near there too. So if you're feeling like, you know what, I want to be a part of that, get there, and make sure that you relax, relate, and release.
And if you can't come, you can sponsor someone else.
Sponsor somebody. That's right.
Exactly. So here are my final words of wisdom. My final words of wisdom is listen to what they're saying.
We come out to celebrate and to honor nurses who work very, very hard, not only in 2020, but throughout the history of nursing. Thank you, and I hope to see you there.
Hi there, I'm Cynthia Harrington, Social Media Chair for the North Carolina Nurses League. We're looking forward to hosting you guys this year for our magnificent ball. We're looking forward to fellowshipping and just seeing a lot of the nurses just letting go and letting loose and enjoying. It's been a rough year, 2021, the year of the nurse, and we'll see you at the ball. Thank you very much.
Don't delay and wait too late. Get your tickets now, and we'll see you at the ball for the year of the Nurses Ball.
Woo!